Josh ran over to his mother. "Kitty! Kitty! Kitty for me?" His mother chuckled and said, "No, sweetheart, Kitty stays here. This is Sarafina's home." He was insistent. "No, no, Kitty for Josh." Sherry rolled her eyes. "Young man, the kitty stays at Grammy's house." "No, no, 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 no. Kitty in the parlor is for Josh." "Never mind." Sherry got up and went to the kitchen to grab a cookie. Sarafina meowed when Sherry walked in. Sherry asked, "Do you have any more of those sugar cookies that you made?" Sherry paused. She thought to herself, why would he say Kitty is in the parlor? "Paula, did you get Josh or Stevie a toy that looks like a cat?" Paula dried her hands. "No." Sherry raised an eyebrow. "Did you get them a kitten?" "No, I didn't get them a kitten. It must have been—" As soon as she said that, the men walked in from chopping the firewood. Gladys came down and met them in the parlor. Sherry shook her head. "Robert Michael Conrad, I specifically told you I did not want a cat in my house." Robert looked at her with great confusion. "Yeah, you told me that, so?" "So, you got them a cat." He chuckled. "I did no such thing." Robert turned to his father. "Dad, did you give him a cat?" Michael shook his head. "No, I didn't get anyone a cat." Sarafina stepped into the parlor. She sniffed the couch and meowed to Sissy. Josh pointed once more at the couch. "Kitty, Papa, kitty!" Michael got on the floor and looked. "Bobby, there's a kitten underneath the couch." Robert asked, "Seriously? Where'd it come from?" "I don't know. Sarafina must have found it. It certainly is a cute little critter." "What does it look like?" "Oh, it's black and has a white tuft of hair on its head and—" "Ah!" Michael froze. He whispered, "Robert, very slowly and with much deliberation, I want you to move the women out of the parlor." Sherry and Gladys both asked, "Why?" Just do what I say, and everything will be fine." "Oh, no, 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 don't come out from underneath the couch yet." Sherry screamed, "Skunk!" She and Gladys began running around the parlor trying to rescue the children. Sarafina meowed to Sissy. "Skunk? Is that another name for a polecat?" Sarah said, "Sarafina!" Sarafina looked at her and meowed. "You said she could stay." Michael tried to herd everyone out of the parlor. They all crammed into the kitchen. "Hush, hush, hush! Believe me, we do not want that little fella to be upset." Sissy walked into the kitchen, sniffing around for some breakfast. The women quaked tremendously. All except Sarah had a husband to hold on to. She wanted to be someone's bride, and at that moment any of the boys in Eagle Creek would do. Sarafina came up to Sissy and meowed for Paula to give them more ham. The surprising sound made Sissy jump. The humans all shut their eyes and held their noses. Sissy sniffed around for a moment, but couldn't find a way to get to the counter. Sarafina jumped up, put a sugar cookie in her mouth, and gave it to Sissy. Sissy was very happy to eat the cookie. Michael whispered, "While little stinker here is feeding, let us softly and tenderly go onto the front porch." They all nodded their agreement. The plan was working right up until the moment the baby wanted to nurse. The infant's plea for nourishment was confusing to Sissy. She stopped eating her cookie and looked at Sherry. Sherry smiled and whispered, "The baby is hungry, nothing more. Please, please return to eating your sugar cookie." Sissy did not let the distraction keep her for long. She returned to the sweet snack. Sarafina watched her eat and then offered to get her another one. The humans carefully stepped onto the porch. Paula gently shut the door. The humans all let out a collective sigh of relief. Stevie yelled, "Kitty, kitty!" "No, Stevie," said Grandpa Conrad. "The kitties, as you call them, are inside." Josh said, "Ooh, 3 kitties." Grandma Conrad said, "No, 2 kitties." Paula turned around and cringed. "Oh, come on." The other humans slowly turned around. On the steps of the porch was a very worried Mother Skunk and Sissy's brothers. Mother Skunk was attempting to smell if her daughter was inside. She was also trying to determine the best way to make the humans move out of her way so she could go inside the house. Robert whispered, "Okay, now what do we do?" Sarah said, "I got it." Sarah went to the kitchen window and tapped on it. Sarafina looked up and jumped on the window ledge. Sarah tried in vain to get Sarafina to look at the steps. Finally, Sarafina noticed the skunk family. She meowed to Sissy, "Your mother's here." Sissy scrambled out the kitchen and began clawing on the front door. Gladys slowly opened it, and the Conrads watched in Yuletide splendor another family reunion. As the four skunks peacefully walked off into the front yard, Sissy began telling her mother about her adventures. Mother Skunk stopped, as did her children. She resolutely turned to the house in search of the sugar cookies her daughter had so much enjoyed. The anti-humans watched with great fear as the skunk family once again approached the house. "I got it," said Paula. Paula went back into the kitchen and got the bowl of sugar cookies. She showed them to Mama Skunk. Sissy and her family stopped. Paula then tossed one of the cookies out into the front yard. The family examined Paula for a moment and then went for the cookie. Michael took the bowl and said, "You're not dressed to be out here. I've got a heavy coat on. I can handle this." Paula mouthed, "Thank you." The human family went back inside. Michael kept tossing cookies deeper and deeper into the woods until the family was on a course for home, a den in a hollowed-out tree. Sarafina stepped out into the yard. She was sad to see Sissy leave. Additionally, she felt bad that everyone was giving and getting presents, and she could not give the Conrads any special gift. Her melancholy soon vanished when she heard Paula scream from inside the house. "Good," thought Sarafina. "Paula found the dead mouse I put in her stocking."